because I'm playing her. She's not playing me. So we killed a bottle of champagne and we talked, and it was a lovely afternoon. Let's celebrate.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I thought it was remarkable. I mean, she is a remarkable woman. She's extraordinary, and the stories she has, you know, about partying with the Marx Brothers, and I mean, she's just absolutely incredible.
I know it's hard for you to believe that, but it really and truly is not my hair. The breast is mine, the stomach is mine, the hips are mine.
Good, and I hope it's still all yours.
I loved the time that I spent with her. I hope I'm like her when I'm that age.
Okay, well, if they were on your right, they're going to be on your left. And you were holding hands with your right hand, so, oh, and turn your hat around, and it was a nightmare.
This flopping thing, I just haven't been able to get my head around at all. You know, one minute my parting's on this side, the next minute, no, we're flopped, it's on that side. And it just started to make me laugh when I'd see men with white star line written across their hats just backwards. I couldn't quite get my head around it, so I just sort of gave up.
You could have gone through the terminal instead of rushing about the dock like some squalid immigrant family.
Oh, that's all part of my charm. Titanic. It's over 100 feet longer than Mauritania and far more luxurious. Your daughter is very difficult to impress, Ruth.
So this is the ship they say is unsinkable.
It is unsinkable.
Don't do it.
Stay back. Don't come any closer. Sorry.
Come on. Give me your hand. I'll pull you back in.
No. Stay where you are. I mean it. I'll let go.
I could just say there, well, you would have done it already.
See, the whole idea is to engage her without spooking her. Play like it's not even about her. It's like
Good
you
swivel.
have to see what he's doing, Kate.
Yeah, do that,
Yeah, you can.
I like to play the sort of danger of just being like, well, all right, you know, whatever. Right.
It's like walking up to a horse. You have to do it slow.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Also, during that scene, Jim wanted to employ several methods, shooting it so that he could, from one angle, shoot down into green screen, and from another angle, he might use a painted backdrop. And then from another angle, he'd just shoot against black. So this scene, which in the film takes place over a few minutes, was shot over several months.
You know what I mean?
That was good. That was a lot better, but this time, use more of your throat and hawk it back and...
The help of one or more maidservants. I mean, it was just crazy, the stuff that they did.
Josh, let's start with Jorge and group here, and we'll do their cross out. And Leo's sort of like, I mean, Jack's sort of looking around imitating. Okay. And action. I'll go out on him kissing the couch, and everybody's still sort of getting to the, and it's like, boom, now we're all seated.
Gotcha.
So a minute or two or several has gone by. You want to take it from the story, just so we all know where we are? All right. That's how we lost our first fortune, okay?
That's how we lost our first fortune.
Be Mark.
The thing about the dinner scene and even the lunch scene, they're incredibly tedious to do. You just
Air in my lungs and a few blank sheets of paper. Got air in my lungs and a couple blank sheets of paper. Got air in my lungs, a couple blank pieces of paper. Got lungs in my air. What was my line?
Air in
Sorry.
your lungs.
Got air in my lungs, a couple blank pieces of paper.
What's really great about this group is that there are a lot of very silly people, and we have a lot of laughs, and we just try to keep laughing.
I wrote a little song about it. It goes like this.
To make it count.
I want to have them surrounded by people dancing fast. Some of the dancers have to come on the camera side of them, which means that when you pull her out, Leo, you have to pull her out to here, okay, to give room for them to go by.
My favourite scene was dancing in steerage. I just had a blast. It wasn't about water. It wasn't about anything else that had anything to do with the film. It was just fun and silly. And I got to be relaxed much more. I didn't have to look so pristine the whole time. I didn't have people fiddling with me and keeping the makeup perfect. And, you know, keeping the wardrobe perfect. And also it was, you know, watching Leo dance, I would happily pay good money to do again. It was very funny.
I'm a model of the 20th century woman.
Still my best girl, Cora.
I don't know the steps.
Neither do I. Just go with it. Don't think.
Wait!
Cut.
I did, didn't I? Look! Shooting star!
That was a long one.
It's not up to you to save me, Jack.
I know. It's up to you.
And action.
Oh, looks all right. I don't see anything. I feel like I'm on top of the world.
Hey, Jack, I feel like I'm flying.
You can't go up there. You can't do this.
Possible, and you know, again, safety allowing. But I've got to say, you know, both Kate and Leo were excellent. They weren't scared of heights. We had them 80 feet in the air, and they were cabled, obviously, but you know, it's a long way down.
What's happening, Jack?
I don't know. I don't know.
For the stunt,
Gentlemen, listen up.
Righto. What do you think? Should we do another one?
On Monday, we have good weather. We have good weather. We will be on either the bow or the A-deck promenade port. Scene 72, the bow 94, 96, for which we'll come right back here to the port boat deck. Scene 161, 165. Okay, boat deployments, Murdoch, where the passengers, etc. If we have inclement weather, we will start with scene 80 on stage 2, which is Kate joining Julio for the rendezvous for the party. Then we'll go down to 292. Kate comes down and rendezvous with Heaven Titanic. Okay, we all clear. Now, Jim, all the boats here, practically on this side.
I gotta get heated up.
Oh shit, this is cold.
To act when you're freezing is hard to concentrate.
Please!
Please help us! Please!
Hurry! Faster, come on!
Wait! No, don't leave! Get more help! God!
If you have to lunge up like this to grab that light, and that puts you sort of up out of the water, that'll look fine.
It was the chiffon ombre.
The water dress, as we called it. The dress had a tremendous amount of layers to it, and it was silk chiffon that had been ombre dyed, which meaning it changed colors. It was a very, very complicated dress to make, and I think we probably ended up making about 24 or so of them.
Yeah, go ahead, Kate, look for the right Do you like me bloomers?
I think it worked out really well. I was quite pleased. We knew that the dress had to be able to be shown in the water and still look good.
Don't worry, Jack. You're not going to drown. I've come to save your life apart.
The logistics of her getting around the ship and being underwater and swimming, and I'm sure Kate hated that thing after wearing it for months and months.
That water was so cold. I think it was about 60 degrees, and everybody else was in wetsuits or dry suits or something, but I can't wear anything underneath that costume because by design, Jim has always wanted it to be as though I'm naked when it's wet against my legs. So, of course, you know, there's no room for such joys.
Kate and Leo and various stunt extras in front of an underwater green screen, which was set up in a small tank in Rosarito at the very end of production. We then combined these elements with a miniature ship element, as well as various bubble passes, both real and computer generated. The idea of putting the stern of the ship in the background of the shot came late in the editing process, but really helped sell the scale of the event.
The ship is going to tilt up to a certain point, and then it's going to slowly slide down under the water, and you're going to see the water coming up across the deck, and at the last second, you're going to make, you know, you're going to get off.
Yeah, that's scary.
Look off of you, Jack.
You know what I mean?